I'm Debi Ruud, and today we will be talking with a very special person in my life and in our school's life, the resident rock star, Astrid Plane. Yes, she is a rock star. Astrid has been teaching here at Fresno Music Academy Arts for about 20 years. And she has a very, very rich history in the music world. She was in a very famous band called Animotion. They had a #1 hit in 1985. So we're going to be talking to her about music and singing and being in a band and a lot of fun stuff.
Okay, so if you're a singer like me, I think it's great to just focus on being a singer. However, my first experience being in a band was all of a sudden I'm having to sing with other musicians, and was pointed out to me that I wasn't keeping time with the drummer. So we have to learn how to listen to the other instruments, be in concert with the beat coming in on time like that. And it's things that as a newbie I had never thought about, but time is so important. Now when I was in my 80s band, that was very, very techno. So there was a lot of drum machines and digital instruments that were very, very rigid in their time. And so I was able to really train my brain into being exact on my time. If you're playing with a drummer, a new drummer of 17 years old, and his timing isn't great, then you're not going to learn great time. So I suggest you all play to a metronome until everybody knows how to lock into a beat. There's so much depth to go into with that question. The best part on a simple level is, to me, I like the interaction with the other players. As a solo performer, I'm responsible for my guitar or my ukulele, keeping the beat, keeping the rhythm, focusing on the audience, singing the words, and holding the show together myself. If I've got a guitar player and a bass player and a drummer at least, I have the freedom to walk around the stage, to talk to the audience freely, and then to get that pleasure. We're all doing this, and we're all doing it like in a beautiful way, that we're all just creating a beautiful picture with music. So problems that can occur with being in a band is not everybody is on the same page, or you have too many cooks and everybody wants to do it their way. So it might be good to kind of establish in the beginning, if you are starting a band, what kind of music are we going to play? What's our vision? Who is going to make the final decisions? Because if there's not one leader, it can get very wishy-washy. And if everybody wants to be the leader, then there can be tension. So to be clear on what the band should look like, what the band should sound like, who's your audience, where do you think you're going to play, and think about the whole thing and who would make the best leader. You know, you can't have somebody that's sort of like, I hate to say this, but like a bass player who's really kind of like, oh, I don't know, what do you think, guys? You know? Well, I have a thing with bass players. You know, here's the joke. You want to hear my joke?
Yes.
So people come and ask me in my band that I have, which is up here, Astrid's 80s remix, why don't you have a bass player? And I say, because I don't want to get married again. And that is because every time I get a bass player in my band, I end up marrying him. It's happened twice so far. I'm not doing it again. So no more bass players. You know, I feel so blessed to be here in this place, and I always have. But it has grown into this magical place that you walk in. It's like a wonderland of music. And it's a safe space where anybody can come in, young or old, and learn how to enjoy their music with a supportive staff. And we come in here and we embrace our students with love, and we love what we do. And I just feel like this is a magical place, and I'm not just saying it. It really is a magical place where we get to see people go from timid and scared to walking out on a stage and owning it and being thrilled. People shaking in the bathroom and crying because they don't want to go on stage, to walking up there and holding their hand and sitting up there with them if we have to. And then they're like, when can I do it again?
Exactly.
You know, and those kind of moments, just to be able to use my passion for music as a way to support myself, but also use the gift that I've been given and the experience that I've gotten through my performing and my career and pass along my experience to people that are up and coming.
Well, thank you, Astrid, so much for your time today. It's been lovely chatting with you, and you're lovely, and we just love you here.
And I love you too, Debbie. Thank you so much.